Well, this week went better than last week. I am still a tiny little channel, but like the little engine that could, I think I can. Analytics coming. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jen. I make videos about my life and adventures as a 50-something silver and solo traveler and pre-retirement Gen Xer. I decided to make my channel for a number of reasons. One of them being that I think it's important to remain technologically curious as I grow older. I don't want to get left behind, and this is a challenging thing for me since I know nothing about videoing things or editing the video or posting on YouTube. So it's been a real challenge, and I think that's good. I take inspiration actually from my parents, who are in their 80s. They both have smartphones, which they are addicted to. And I mean, they're like a couple of teenagers when we sit down. Both of them wing out their cell phones and start flipping through. So I think that's great. And just recently, they are going to go on a cruise coming up in May around the British Isles, and they're looking forward to that. But I told them about Apple Pay and Google Pay, that you can use your phone, your digital wallet, and your phone to pay for things, just like a credit card or a debit card, just tap and pay. Well, if they didn't want to do that immediately. So they both learned how to do it, set it all up, and now they're tapping and paying with their phones all around town in anticipation of being able to do it over in Europe and Great Britain. But I mean, I think that older people should be like that, should be curious about being technologically aware and trying to keep up with everything, because if you don't, I mean, I live in a little gated community with a lot of seniors. It's senior oriented, and a lot of them are really lost when it comes to technology. So that's not what I want to be like as I grow older. I want to keep up. The second reason is that as a silver and solo, almost, well, getting close to retirement, I'd like to be able to retire comfortably and be able to pay all my bills. And if this little channel can bring in, I don't know, a little bit of money every month on top of whatever I'm going to bring in retirement, then that would be a good thing. I mean, I am solo, so my mortgage is on me, as are all of my household bills. And having a little bit extra, I think, would be pretty nice thing to have. And I mean, when I get this channel monetized, I will continue making this Sunday series of videos just to keep you up to date on how much the channel is making. I bought a yard of garden soil this week. It cost me about $100. If this channel could bring me in $100 a month, I would be a happy girl. That's not to say that I haven't spent way more time and energy than $100 would cover in making videos for the month. But as I said, you know, there are other benefits to making the channel. If you already subscribe to the channel, thank you very much. If you don't, could you consider it, please? It would really help me. And thank you for giving me likes, and especially to everyone who's been giving me comments on these videos, especially giving me a little bit of a encouragement. I really needed that, and I appreciate it. And especially the other silver and solo women who just make it a point to lift up a sister. And I want to acknowledge that and thank you. It helps with the frustration and when I get down a little bit to have you guys saying such nice things and such encouraging things. So thank you again. It really means a lot to me. On to my analytics. Last week I was at 316 subscribers and 982.8 watch time hours over the last 365 days. I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours over 365 days in order to join the YouTube Partner Program, which is to get monetized. So this week, I added 157.7 watch hours and 42 subscribers for new totals of 1.1K watch time hours and 358 subscribers. All of my arrows are gray and pointing down, and I believe that I am now in one of those YouTube valleys instead of peaks. But I will carry on through. My silver and solo video this week was about how to avoid the single supplement, not just on cruises, any solo travel. And it went okay. It did better than the Edinburgh Castle tour from the previous week. So it has 308 views, I believe, and it's ranked 3 of 10 on my videos, meaning only 2 of my videos have done better than it for views in the same period of time. For comparison, last week's video was an 8 of 10. So I have improvement there. It's not huge. Again, there's only 308 videos on it, or 308 views on it, but it is an improvement over last week, and it does look like I'm in a valley, not a peak. So I will continue going on. One thing that's frustrating to me about all of this is I don't know how to get more viewers, more views. Like, how do I make a viral video? Do I even want to make a viral video? I don't even know how. I just like making videos that are helpful and fun and that I learn something from. And hopefully, people who watch it will learn something too and enjoy them. That's what I want to do. But only getting 308 views or 306, whatever it was, is not really, there's got to be more people out there. I see other creators with, albeit bigger channels than mine, but they get tens of thousands of views, and their content is not very different from mine. Their titles are not different. How do I tap into that? I don't know. It's quite baffling. I'm going to have to do some studying, do some learning, and figure this out. I guess I just have to continue being consistent, putting up videos every week, and try and get better and learn something also every week. Speaking of getting better and learning, this week I learned a couple things. The first of which is evergreen content. If you tuned in last week, then you heard me say that, my tour of Edinburgh Castle wasn't doing well, but I was still getting views, and it was from my back catalog, from previous videos that I've made. And that is what evergreen content is. It's videos that are still watchable and entertaining, and people want to see them going forward, like for years, rather than having them be dated or only about a current event, and then, nobody wants to watch it after that. So I appear to have some evergreen content, which is good, and I will try to continue to make evergreen content to keep the views coming on my channel. It helps me out when my video of the week isn't resonating. I also learned how to record my laptop screen and me at the same time. I have always wondered about that. I've seen other creators doing that when they show their analytics. They show their computer screen and then themselves talking about it in a little bubble, on the same screen. And I was wondering, how do they do that? That's kind of neat. So again, Google is your friend. Google is my best friend, and it's not that hard. You need a webcam and a decent microphone. Now, I have a webcam, but I don't have a decent microphone. So I've ordered a cheap-ish one, but it was well recommended on YouTube. And so that'll be coming this week. And next week's Sunday video, I will make the analytics portion with me and the screen on screen at the same time, if you can follow that. Anyhow, those are the two things that I learned this week, so I'm happy about that. I'm happy that the channel is doing okay, that I am getting views, that my subscriber count is going up. I'm just wondering, how to get more views. Note for this week, got to do that. Anyhow, thanks again for tuning in, and come back next week and I will leave you with the puppy cam. Come on, let's go down.